casket will have a file cabinet for all these student loans to rest in heavenly peace. That's how much I owe in student loans. How much money I owe in student loans. Now let me provide you with some additional information, since I know that this video is going to go viral because people are cruel and a lot of people are going to be ready to attack me in the comments and judge me and do whatever they got to do to feel good about themselves. I am a proud 25-year-old with over $100,000 in student loan debt. I went to school. I got a free associate degree through the early college program. I then furthered my education and got 2 additional degrees. I have a bachelor's degree in entrepreneurship with a minor in management, and I have a master's degree in organizational leadership. But one thing America doesn't know about me is that I have 1 additional degree that's not on file and it's not in the records anywhere, and that's a law degree. At any given point, I'm prepared to take the stand and explain why I cannot afford to pay a dime on them student loans. Baby, you ain't never seen a sharp, undegreed attorney like me ever in your life. It's my time to shine.
So the current job market has me worried, especially for minorities who are completing college. As a first-generation immigrant, my parents didn't have a lot of knowledge about college. I ended up signing for a bunch of loans when I went to pharmacy school, and I have about $140,000 worth of student loan debt. Half of that is private student loan debt, which cannot be forgiven under the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Act, and which I don't even know will exist anymore under this new administration. So when I graduated, I started panicking, and I had a $1,200 a month payment just for my private student loans. That's not including my federal student loans. I had to figure out how to refinance, and when you are trying to refinance, you need to qualify with income, and clearly my income was not supporting the amount of loans that I had taken out. Very frustrating for me to figure out, and I hope that girls that are, first-generation immigrants can do a proper cost-benefit analysis. I know that's hard to ask for when you're 17 and 18 years old, but please talk to other people. Again, I didn't have cousins here, I didn't have family here, I didn't have anyone to reference. I am the oldest child. Again, it's not everybody's case. My husband has a very different background from me. He did his undergrad at Columbia University. His parents paid for his schooling, so he comes from a place of privilege, which I wish I could have related to, but I can't. Sorry, I got distracted. I was doing my makeup. But what I'm just saying is, if you can, always, always, always choose the cheaper college option, unless it's a very specialty or niche program, which is what I had thought I was going to do, which is why I chose St. John's University. Do not go to St. John's University. Honestly, the quality of St. John's University education was horrible, and $60,000 or whatever the base tuition was per year, it was insane. I ended up getting a bachelor's in education. I have enough credits for my bachelor's in pharmaceutical sciences, and I also got a master's in psychology because as a teacher, you need to go and get a master's. I got my master's at a much cheaper college this time and a much better college experience. Unfortunately, that college has closed down now, but all I'm saying is if you are a first-generation immigrant and you are looking at colleges and you're choosing colleges and you see this current job market, please do your due diligence, do your research, look into fields that are foolproof and that are recession-proof, hopefully. And yeah, good luck.
Why did I decide to go to law school when I would be over $100,000 in debt? So if you're worried about applying to law school, you're worried about money or stuff like that, watch this video to know what not to do, because I probably made the stupidest decisions possible while applying to law school. So one thing to know about me is I applied to pretty much every law school I could. I looked for all the free waivers, and yeah, I treat law school like an investment. So when I was applying, I paid those fees to apply to those schools. I applied to like 50 law schools, 50, because I was like, my LSAT score is not great, and I want to guarantee that I at least get into some law schools. And I'll just admit, my year was, I think it was one of the hardest years for application cycles because the LSAT was 10 points higher than the average. I don't know why. But anyways, I'll just say I was getting rejected from some schools that I thought I would get a full ride from. I'm not going to call those schools out, but I'm just going to say I was stunned. Even the schools that I was getting waitlisted from, I'm like, there's no way. So basically, I was down to 5 different schools, and they were all different. One was ranked pretty high, but I basically had to get off the waitlist to get in. One, I was pretty much not committed, but I told them, I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about going here. It was good money. It was a decent rank, but I just hated the location. And then the other 3 schools, I was kind of waiting to get off the wait list. So I had eliminated like the 20 other schools that I got into, and I just had 4 on the wait list and 1 that I was planning on going into if I didn't get off the wait list for the other schools. And anyways, it was about a week left, and I was planning on going to the one school that I thought I was going to in that state. I'm not going to call the state out or the school out because I don't want to like throw shade or anything because I didn't like it. But anyways, the week of law school starting, I heard from 4 different law schools. and I got off the wait list on all 4. You all know the one story of how I got screwed over by that one law school that was a pretty high ranking. I'm not going to talk about that though for this story. But basically I got into Miami, Oregon, and I can't remember if the other one was Iowa or Wisconsin. I can't remember. It was one of those like Midwest schools. I can't remember though. But anyways, the other one, the Midwest school, didn't work out. So I was between Oregon, Miami, and the other school that I was planning on going into. And Miami gave me a good bit of money, but they basically told me it would be very hard for me to find a place to live and rent was super expensive, which I should have done the math. If I had gone to Miami, I would have saved a lot more money than the school I went to. I was like, oh no, I don't want to pay that much rent. And I'll be honest, I decided to go to Oregon the day up. It was a last second decision. My scholarship was pretty low and the ranking was okay. But I told myself, I'm like, I don't want to wait a whole nother year. I don't want to have to take the LSAT again. I looked at the school that I went to based off the classes it provided, which when I look back, I'm thinking how stupid that was, that I was looking at the class it provided, because I'm into sports and entertainment and some of the other schools that I like didn't offer those. But I think it's so stupid looking back at it now that I was worried about the classes, because that doesn't matter at all compared to what you want to do. And of course, the school I go to now, their ranking has just gotten worse and worse. It's gotten lower and lower. As schools that I said, nope, I'm not going there, that almost gave me a full ride, are in the top 60 now. So don't look at rankings when it's pretty close. Just don't focus on that, because they're going to even itself out. I basically went to law school with a lot of debt because I'm like, I want to get law school done now. I know I want to go to law school. I'm in the study mode. I want to get it done now. And I was like, I'm going to have to take on debt anyways. I just want to do it now. I think also because I wasn't super confident in the LSAT and I didn't believe in myself to raise the score to where I would get a good scholarship. But again, that was, I looking back at it now, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? Why didn't I wait another year? Why didn't I try and raise my LSAT? Why would I go to a school that's not in even the location that I want to practice in and take on that debt? I don't know. I think I just got so tired of people telling me, don't do it, that I wanted to do it. Because it got annoying hearing people say, oh, don't go to law school if you're not in the top 14, or oh, don't go to law school if you have to take on debt. I just got tired of it. I will say though, if you're scared about going to law school for debt, I've been offered a job. I was offered a job with 6 figures immediately out of law school. I turned it down because I wasn't interested, but still, you're going to pay off the debt eventually. It's just a big, I would say, burden that you need to get off your chest. I will say it'll take me like 10 years, I think, to get the debt off. Hopefully the TikTok career pans out though, and hopefully maybe I can pay it off in less time than that. But yeah, I wish I could really answer that question. I just don't know why. I think I just did it because I wanted to start law school and get it going and just move on with my life. And I thought I'd rather live in a place where I'd be happier and have a lot of debt than go to a place that I'd be miserable at for 3 years and not have as much debt. Because I'm like, you know what? I can always pay off the money when I'm older. Right now, I want to live my life and do that. Looking back at it now, though, I think I probably should have chosen the school with less debt. I would have been miserable there for 3 years, but I feel like law school is kind of a miserable situation. It's not always miserable. There's a lot of fun things as well, but it depends on where you live though. Because if I went to that school, I think I would have been miserable. So maybe that wouldn't have been the right decision. I don't know. I wish I could answer this, but I would just say, please be very patient when you're thinking about where to go to law school. And I would say to get advice, but people that gave me advice made it even more confusing for me because people would conflict with what they said. I would say just to trust your gut and believe in yourself. That's all I could say. And if you need to take another year to take the LSAT or to think it over again, I would do that.
I'm not gonna lie. Looking at my FAFSA loans today ruined my entire freaking day. Cause why? I owe how much? Nah, like the government is just gonna have to forgive me because I'm gonna be working for the people, you know, like in the medical field and healthcare. I feel like we should get some sort of discount, you know? I feel like you need to be a special kind of person to work in healthcare. We need some sort of discount here. Cause I owe how much money? Mind you, I'm not even done with school yet. That's the crazy part. Yeah, I'm flabbergasted.
I was just sitting here contemplating about like how I'm going to pay back all my student loans because still have not devised a plan that's going to work for me yet. Because I was thinking, you know how like there's the SAVE plan? It's like the income-based repayment plan or whatever. So I signed up for that with my old job, not the one I have now. But with my old job, based on my income that I had then, my payment was going to be like $40 a month, which I was like, hell yeah, now I can actually like afford to pay on this for the rest of my life. Like it'll be fine. Then I realized like that's not even going to cut into like the interest that this shit's going to accrue. So like, are they just trying to keep this over my head for the rest of my life? Like why not just give me a job that can pay me enough to pay this? You know, like, why do we have to have all these SAVE plans and income-based tuition repayment? Like, just make college cheaper. Like, why do we have to come up with all these government-funded programs that cut into tax dollars and that's going to keep me in debt for the rest of my life? Like, that doesn't sound like a good solution to me. But, like, either pay more or make college cheaper. It's pretty fucking simple.
On my way to work, once again, I'm in like $80,000 of student loan debt. Like, can someone just throw me a bone? Can someone just give me like a brand deal to help me pay off my debt? Because Like, I can't. I really can't. And I'll do it for any brand. Like, what about Texas Instruments or something? Calculator? I'm a data scientist. I could do calculator. Crocs? I would rock the fuck out of Crocs. Yeah. Yeah, the light at the end of the tunnel is getting very hard to see. Yeah.
In honor of me graduating college this week, I was like, you know what? We're going to rip the Band-Aid off. We're going to check our student loan debt. And I, kind of at a ballpark range, like I knew how much I owed, not down to like the exact dollar amount. I'm the type of person who gets nervous to check their bank account after a weekend out. So I took a look. I took a hard gander at exactly how much money I owe. I'm going to die with it. Like, I can confidently say there wasn't even like a panic. It was just like my heart sank to my ass. I'm going to die with it. Like, I don't know any way I'm going to be able to pay that off other than selling my organs on the black market. This is why I don't understand why people shit on sugar babies, because like I could get this all paid off tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but you know what I mean, like within the year. If I just found a rich man and everyone's like, patriarchy, don't work for them. Ask not what you can do for the patriarchy, but what the patriarchy can do for you. If it benefits me, then maybe it's not the patriarchy, maybe it's just a helping hand.
I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loan debt. I'm a second-year law student, and I thought that I would use this degree to help people, but I quickly realized that it's impossible to help people if you are drowning in student loan debt. So I'm making this video because I believe anything is possible with God and with people. I know that my life could change within one day, and I really want to use social media to pay off my loan so that I can actually do something useful. I want to be able to use my degree to actually help people and change their lives. The only way to make that happen is if I can pay off my student loans. So I'm praying for a miracle, but if you see this video, please comment, like, follow, anything. I really, really, really want to pay off my student loans. I have a lot of them, and if there's any content that anybody wants me to push out, law school, advocacy, literally anything, I will do anything. I'm willing to work for this. This isn't something that I am just asking to be handed to me, but I am advocating for myself, because if I want to advocate for other people once I graduate, then I have to be able to advocate for myself first. So thank you so much in advance.
When I was 18 years old, I decided I wanted to go to art school in New York City, and I took out a student loan for over $100,000 for a bachelor's degree in sculpture. And what have I done with that degree? I own 2 businesses. I have a gift shop where I stock artist-designed goods, and I am the founder of Career Claws, my career-themed hair claw line. Sculpture is fancy for manufacturing, okay? Finance and art is just such a stigmatized conversation that I would rather be honest about my situation than to get on here and pretend to be some huge influencer or like I'm living lavish. I'm not. I come from a middle-class family in Louisiana. Here's the thing. I don't regret my degree. I don't regret those 4 years at Pratt. It made me the artist I am today. But it didn't make me the professional I am today. I have the businesses that I do because I'm an entrepreneur at heart. After years of owning my 2 businesses and grinding, I am almost done, y'all. I haven't even had the privilege of thinking about what life looks like post debt payoff, but I'm excited for it, and it's coming sooner than I thought it would. I don't regret my degree. I regret the price tag. I regret spending as much as I did. I am financially traumatized. That's the best way I can describe what this level of debt has done to me. Especially from someone who I don't have a bailout. There's no one that can come save me. I would simply go bankrupt. Now, I'm not here to give you a sob story. Again, I just want to be honest about my situation. Yeah, if 2,000 people place an order for a hair claw, then I'll be out.
I cannot stand it when people are debating student loan forgiveness and that one person goes, we should not forgive student loans because it is unfair to the millions of hardworking Americans like myself that work so hard to pay off those loans. Okay. What kind of argument is that? This might be extreme, but to me that's just like saying we should not have outlawed slavery because it's unfair to the millions of blacks that were on the plantation picking cotton. Like, okay, because you had it hard, you don't want other people to have it a little easier in the future? Is that what you're saying? Okay, Buki.
I don't think healthcare professionals should pay student loans. I'm gonna die on that hill. We are people who did things right. Most of us are type A. We don't have a lot of other debt. We said no to a lot of parties. We sacrificed a ton of stuff to get where we are. We said yes to 3 a.m. study sessions, studying our asses off to help other people. And then you're going to tell me that in order to do that, in order to exist in a profession where I have to help other people, or want to help other people, which is why I got into it, I have to pay $200,000+ with an 8% compounding interest rate daily that my decent, amazing salary barely chips away at. And I got to ask permission to my student loans if I can build a house, start a family, or go on vacation. It pisses me off. It's crazy. Like, the only stress I have in my life right now, which is a lot, is because of my student loans. I wake up and I'm like, shit, I don't even want to look. Shit, did I put enough in this month? That's not fair. Let us live. Let us breathe for a minute. It's been years of sacrifice to help your mother, to help your grandmother, to help your dog. And what? At least take away the interest. Is anyone listening?
I'm literally so stressed out. My student loans affected my credit officially. Started today. I just can't believe it actually happened. I didn't think they were being for real about the student loans. Like, I thought I had more time, but I guess not. I literally don't know a single person that's been making payments. I have so much debt, like, in general, when you don't even include the student loans. So I'm just feeling a little stressed. But I'm trying to take deep breaths, and I'm gardening right now. I'm trying to freaking calm down and just, like, it's fine. Like, everything's gonna be fine. Just need to make more money is really the only answer. I just need more money. Like, I know I'm accountable for my loans, but god damn, like, I just thought we were all collectively not paying, and I was kind of just going along with that, but now it's coming down on us all. And luckily I just bought a car. Like, before my credit score tanked 100 points, luckily I just bought a car. It just feels so bad to be in so much debt and just feel like I can't buy a house anytime soon. I can't have all the things that I want, you know, like, until I figured all this debt out first. And, like, I know there's light at the end of the tunnel, but, like, fuck, dude. Like, when does it end? Like, I'm already struggling without the debt, like, and then you add the debt on top of it, and I'm just literally drowning. Like, oh man. But I am moving home away from California, so that will definitely help just take down my expenses by a lot. And I can still make money online back home, but I'm just, like, feeling so stressed right now, to be honest. Like, I don't get stressed out very often. I'm usually really good at just, like, letting things be and just staying in my zen. And, like, I still am. Like, I'm not freaking out, but I did cry, like, out of being overwhelmed. Like, I did cry a little. Like, I'm just feeling very overwhelmed. Overwhelming to be in crippling debt at 25. Like, I have a lot of debt, dude. It just sucks. I'm not even gonna use my degree. Like, why did I even go to college? Like, I literally don't even know. Because I was told to. Like, that's why. It's just, like, so stupid.
Tell me why I went to a fashion business school. Here's my degree. I went to a fashion business school and I cannot even get a job that makes more than $17 an hour. I work for big brands. Like, I have experience working for luxury brands. I have multiple internships under my belt. I'm very smart. I'm very capable. And literally none of these places are hiring. Every single job, especially where I'm applying to in Manhattan, because it's the fashion capital of the world. I'm like, if I'm going to go anywhere, it's going to be Manhattan. I cannot get a job that pays more than like $17 an hour. Like, am I gonna be poor forever? Like, I'm just, like, I can't. And people are like, just keep applying. I'm like, I've been applying every single day, doing hundreds of applications. I'm about to call my school up and say that this degree that I spent 4 years trying to get, 4 years, was a waste of money.
From somebody that has 5 degrees and has been searching for almost a year and still hasn't gotten a job. Take this advice. Stop getting the degrees. They don't mean crap. If your profession doesn't require you to have a degree, don't go get one. Literally, they don't mean nothing. They want you to have experience. They don't care about these degrees. Matter of fact, go get you a trade. If you're going to go to school, get you a hard skill, a trade. Learn how to work on cars, hair, plumbing, electricity. Get you a hard skill, bro. Get you a hard skill that ain't never going to go outside. That AI ain't never going to take. Learn how to do jiu-jitsu, something. Get you a hard skill. Cabinet making, something.
I'm gonna be a little vulnerable on this app right now, so give me a break. I'm alive, but I'm not living. That might sound really morbid to you, but I promise I'll explain. I have been looking for a job since May of 2024, and even before that. And I've made it very, very far with some of these companies. I've done projects for them, like final interview, everything's been going really great. And then people will just ghost you, or, you know, they'll tell you you've been like rejected. Back to my thing about being alive and not living. I just feel like I'm missing out on so many experiences because I don't have the money, or I'm not living in the place that I desire to be. And although it's like easier said than done, I just can't stop comparing myself to other people. It's like, or thinking about other things that I could have done and like how I could have gone about things. Like, I know myself as a person, and I know that I put in a lot of hard work and I really care about others, but it has me questioning my worth. Like, maybe I'm not as valuable as I hate crying, hold on. Just a very lonely feeling when I feel like everyone has their life together and I'm like trying to get mine together, and I've been really patient and I'm waiting for the right opportunity to fall in my lap. And I mean, like, I'm trying to put in all the effort that I can, but it comes to a point where it's like, what more can I do? Like, I feel like it's like putting my life on hold to a different extent that I've never had, and I absolutely hate it. I don't know what to do. And I just see the worth in myself, and despite me being really upset right now, it's like, I just want someone to see it in me. I want someone to also believe in me. I have the skills, I'm not stupid, I love everything that I do, and it's just so hard to not compare yourself to other people. I hope someone else understands, because it's just a horrible feeling.
I have 2 bachelor's degrees, but I'm currently unemployed and I'm trying to find a job and I'm not able to find a job. I feel like if you are not currently looking for a job right now in today's job market, then you will not understand how actually hard it is to find a decent paying job. Even if you have all the credentials, I have 2 degrees, I have experience, I have a good resume, I have it all, and I'm still not able to find anything. And people ask me, like, what do you want to do? Like, what's your, like, dream career? What's your dream job? And honestly, I don't have one. I don't dream of working. I don't want to work. There's no career or job that I can think of that I would be like, yeah, I would love to do that every single day and spend more of my time there than in my home that I pay a crap ton of money for. Like, no, I don't dream of working. My dream life, my dream day is to wake up by the beach or some body of water and drink my coffee and read my book, then take an afternoon nap and then read my book inside and then have a nice dinner. That's my dream daily life. But I know in order to get there, I need some kind of money, and Monopoly money won't work. So that means I have to get a good paying job, but those are not available.
I'm not sure how relatable this is going to be for my viewer demographic, but I need to talk about the debt that I'm swimming and drowning in and the anxiety that I have every day. Horrible anxiety because of it. Now, me personally, I am almost, I'd say about $200,000 in debt total, with all my student loans and credit card debt and just other debt. So, like, and I know I chose to go to NYU. I don't regret it at all. I loved living in New York City. I loved NYU, and we all knew I was crying about it like 2 years ago when I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be in debt after I graduate. But now that we have to like pay it back, I'm extremely alarmed and really scared and terrified. And like, obviously living in New York is really, really expensive. So I have a lot of credit cards that I'm pretty much maxed out on, so don't really have any credit that I can use, and my credit score sucks because of that and because of my loans. So that's really cool. Also, I just took literally like the first job I was offered after I graduated because I didn't have a job, and debt, credit cards, medical bills, and they're paying me literally the bare minimum. But I wanted to move back to New York City as soon as possible because I wanted to, like, what 24-year-old doesn't want to go back to living on their own? Like, I don't want to live with my parents, no offense. So I'm going to do that because I love New York City. So I know what you're thinking. Wow, you're really crazy because you're in that much debt and you're going to go move to the most expensive city in the world. Yes, I am. With that being said, more than half of my monthly income will be going towards my rent. So I have to get a second job to work in order to live in New York City. And still with that second job, I'm going to be struggling to pay my bills. And then how am I going to have fun? Like, what? Like, going out to dinner one night cost me like $100. And don't even get me started on the medical bills because I keep getting these notices that I have to pay like $20 for an appointment I went to like 2 years ago. And then they're like, we're going to send you to collections. So that is fun. I also have a dentist appointment next week, and they're going to literally be like, you have 8 cavities. So looking forward to that bill as well. But yeah, like, I really just want to cry and scream and throw up all day, every day. And I don't know if anyone can relate, but I'm going to be in debt for the rest of my life. So might as well live it up in New York City and go into more debt.
Guys, I'm so conflicted. All nurses to the front. Nursing students to the front. Let's go. Okay, so I got into nursing school, but the nursing program that I got into was an entry-level master's in nursing program. So I have my bachelor's, and then I'll come out with my master's, but not an MP, just a generalist RN master's degree. It's just a master's look at BSN information. The thing is, love the school, love the campus. It's $100,000. I want to go so bad, but is that worth it? Especially with the current administration. We don't know what's going on with student loans. I don't want to take out any private loans. We don't know what's going on with Grad Plus loans. Like, we don't know anything. So that starts in the fall. Do I go there or do I not go and try to get into another ABSN program near me that is like only like $15,000, I think? And I'm more likely to get scholarships there. But then I can't start that till the spring. I would have to take Chem 1 and Chem 2. I'm horrible at Chem. I've been trying to avoid Chem at all costs. The master's program I only have to take Chem 1, but the ABSN I'll have to take Chem 2. And I'll have to take the HESI exam. I'm so bad at standardized testing. Like, I barely got into my undergraduate degree with my SAT score. Like, I'm so bad at standardized tests. The MN I would get to start this fall. I wouldn't have to wait anymore. And I like really want to start. I already feel behind. I know I shouldn't feel behind. I'm on my own pathway, but I'm ready to go. But even if I start in the fall versus spring 2026, I'll still finish the program by 25. I'm 23 right now. I don't know what to do because I really want to start, but I don't think I want to take out that many loans, and I don't know what's going on with loans, so I don't want to like be halfway through the program and then the president's like, oh, no more Grad Plus loans. Like, then what? Then I'm forced to take out a private loan. I don't want to take out private loans. But I also don't want to take Chem 2 or the HESI, or I have to start in the spring. Like, I want to start now. What do I do? And I'm not even guaranteed in that program. I have a seat in the master's program. I haven't got into the ABSN program yet. So what do I